friends, it's Rachel. Welcome to my first Christmas decorating video for 2024. Once again, I'm doing my kitchen in a gingerbread candy cane theme. And for today's video, I'm going to be decorating my coffee and hot cocoa bar. So you might call this part one of my Christmas kitchen. But first, I wanted to share this. When my son and I were in the Dollar Tree the other day, we saw these really adorable gingerbread houses, not full size, a little bit smaller. However, I think they were the perfect size. I sometimes think that the bigger ones are so big that the kids start to get bored with them. And so these were just the right size for building and decorating. They did not come with candy, they came with sprinkles. But honestly, the kids get enough candy, don't they? So if you're like me, I kind of consider that a plus. My son loved it. He put it together as soon as we got home while he was talking on the phone with his cousin, who by the way is his best friend. That's my sister's kid. I'm going to attach a little clip for you so you can see what the end result was. He ate the whole thing, so I assume it must have tasted okay. I told him they're not usually for eating, but he didn't believe me. All right, and then right after the Dollar Tree, we headed over to Walmart to check out their gingerbread decor, at least what they have out so far. There'll probably be more coming in, but I thought I would show you what they have in my store. And so we're gonna roll that clip, and then right after that, we'll jump into the decorating. How cute is this gingerbread boy bottle of maple syrup? There were 3 left. I bought 2, one for myself and one to use as a gift. To be honest, I wanted all of them, but I thought maybe that would be too greedy. Then we saw these nutcrackers. They have the gingerbread boy, which I'm showing you here, and then my son is showing you the gingerbread girl. She has a lot of pretty detail on her skirt. If you're looking for a really simple gingerbread centerpiece, you could place these in some fake snow like Epsom salt inside a glass jar or canister. These next items would look really cute on a shelf, even a tiered tray if you're still doing tiered trays. I kind of miss doing tiered trays. I still do some just for myself, but I know they're not really popular anymore. And of course, my son had to point out the cat. So, spoiler alert, I got the cat because I needed a gingerbread cat. In fact, one of you recently commented that I needed a gingerbread cat, and I couldn't disagree. So I know that these are spoon rests, but wouldn't it be a cute idea to serve little snacks on these for kids? I think they would love that. I know I would love that. They had every kind of Christmas theme that you could think of in here. Trucks, trees, candy canes, plaids, snowflakes. They had reindeer, and of course, gingerbread too. I thought this measuring cup and spoon set was super cute, and for $3.97, I probably should have grabbed one. This bamboo serving board was $7.97. I think it's cute. I'd be nervous about serving things on it with the paint, but that's just me, so if I bought it, I would just use it for display. These utensil holders, with the utensils included, were $7.97. Lots of different themes again. I like the gingerbread ones, both of them, but I left them because I really didn't need them. But isn't this dog so adorable? And then they also had this Christmas tree, which I'll show you here in the back. And then also for $7.97, these are supposed to be pancake molds. Now I've never seen these. I assume you just pour the batter in. So that's kind of a fun Christmas morning idea. My son is showing me that there are gingerbread on this rolling pin, and I'm just going to show you a few more of the patterns. These match the spatulas that we saw earlier. And now it's time to wrap this up, head to my kitchen, and start decorating my Christmas coffee and hot cocoa bar. To help to get in the Christmas spirit, I'm wearing a Christmas reindeer sweatshirt that I bought on clearance at Walmart last year. And I had to chuckle because while I was at the Dollar Tree, the lady in line behind me was wearing a Christmas shirt. And I complimented her and said, you know, I almost wore a Christmas shirt today, but I was afraid people would think I was crazy because it's so early. Of course, then I immediately felt funny because I was afraid she would think I was calling her crazy, but she just laughed and then we both laughed, so I guess it was okay. I'm just giving you a quick overview of how my kitchen looks not decorated. Today we're going to be decorating that back area where the coffee maker is. But in the next kitchen decorating video, that would be part 2, I'll be decorating those open shelves above the coffee bar area. That's going to be where I have my first gingerbread village. I'll also be decorating the kitchen counters in the gingerbread and candy cane theme, as well as the area above my refrigerator and pantry, where I will have another gingerbread village. I pulled this old Valentine's Day crate out of the dark corners of my decor room. And as you can see, it's kind of coming apart. So I decided to try to pound the nails back in, the nails that were already there. And as you can see, my first attempt didn't work. So I had to run back downstairs and look for a finished nail. I don't know if this is really a finished nail. It's a little bit big, so I know I had to pound it straight down in because the wood is so thin. But at last I had success, and I think it'll hold for now. I'm just going to hide this cord behind the crate. I wish it wasn't black. It's kind of ugly. And then I'm going to start off with this peppermint garland. It's from Hobby Lobby. It just so happens to be the right length for the front of this crate. I confess I just used clear tape to secure it, but it's on the underside, so nobody's going to be able to see it. And as you can see, I'm using one of my balloon lights to light up this gingerbread house. Originally, it required 3 button batteries, but I pried out that battery mount with a Phillips screwdriver because it's so much cheaper and easier to use the balloon lights. I wouldn't do that for my really big gingerbread houses, but for these little ones, to me, it just makes sense. Here's what's left of the sprinkles from last year. According to Google, they should still be okay, so we're going to use them. Now, I have a really cheap tree that I thrifted, but it's the correct size, and as you can see, I already put these gingerbread lights on it, and for a cheap tree, I think the gingerbread men dress it up really nice. The gingerbread lights came from the Dollar General last year. I don't know if they're still carrying them this year. However, I did see these from the Dollar Tree. They're houses, but for $1.25, I thought I'd share them with you. I think the balloon light I used for this one was either used or a little bit dim and defective, so I grabbed a different one later. This little guy holding the sign is from Hobby Lobby, and they do have them again this year. And then I'm going to use these thrifted trees. I don't even know when I got these. It was so many years ago. I found these peppermint spoons just in time for this video. I remembered putting them somewhere so I wouldn't lose them, and in the process, I had hid them on myself. I used this round white medallion last year in this same area, but I really liked how it was, so I'm going to do it again. If it's working for you, why not do it again? After my gingerbread boy, which looked similar to this, fell down and broke his crown on the floor of my decor room, I found this girl at Burlington for $10. I was so annoyed at myself. I was holding him and I thought it had a better seal on it, but I leaned over with a bunch of things in my hands and his head just flipped off and shattered on the ground. And I thought, I'm not going to find another one in time for this video, but of course the Lord provided. I know that sounds really silly maybe to say the Lord provided me this gingerbread girl, but that's actually how I felt. And I do feel like sometimes he really does take care of even these little details so that we know he will take care of the really big details of our lives. You may remember this mug set from last year. It's from Walmart. I don't know if they're going to have them this year. I haven't seen them yet. But again, I think more gingerbread things are coming in. At least I hope so, because last year they had a lot more. This gingerbread cookie sign is from Hobby Lobby. I think the recipe is real, so I might try that. And I'll tell you how I got talked into that. I was standing there admiring that sign, and I couldn't decide for sure if I should get it. And then a couple ladies walked by and talked about how cute it was. And that was just the push I needed. That's all it took. So now I'm just adding a couple of these peppermint trees. This one lights up, but it's really hard to see it. I guess you can kind of tell that it's lit up. I think that one also uses button batteries, so I'll probably eventually pry that battery mount out as well so that I can just use balloon lights in it. Of course, you have to be careful that you don't damage the item. These peppermint plates are from Hobby Lobby. They look a little different than the ones I used last year. And I have these out, even though I don't have donuts or cookies yet. I will have donuts and cookies eventually. Speaking of cookies, which is one of my favorite subjects, I'm going to show you the cookie jar I bought. It hasn't arrived yet, but I'll show you a screenshot of it, and that'll be at the end of this video. I do some things with my left hand and some things with my right, and so I always have to keep that in mind when I'm trying to do these camera angles. As you can see, I was spilling the marshmallows all over the place. I think the marshmallows look really pretty in there. What do you think? For the other tree, I actually wish I had 3 trees, but for this tree, I'm going to use these Andes chocolate chips, I guess you'd call them. What I love about them, I think I mentioned this last year, is that they're mint, but they're not such a strong mint. They're just like that perfect mellow hint of mint. Admittedly, at this point, I was kind of going balloon like crazy. I just thought it would look cute to light up the back of the trees. It's kind of dark next to the wall anyway, so I'll just give you a quick peek at how that looks. You might have noticed this already, but if you didn't and you're wondering, that girl canister, the new one, is holding both the coffee and the hot cocoa pods. I'm just giving you a quick overview of how everything turned out, and then in about 35 seconds I'm going to wrap up this video and of course show you the cookie jar that I keep talking about. If you would click the like on this video, I'd really appreciate it. That really helps small channels like mine get pushed out to more people, so thank you so much for doing that. As we near the end of this video, I thought I'd go ahead and give out an invitation. I know I don't do it on every one of my videos because I don't want to become a pest. However, I have a lot of Christmas decorating videos planned, so if you have not yet subscribed to my channel and you're interested in home decor or homemaking type content, I'd love it if you would consider subscribing, but no pressure either way. I'm just glad to have you here. Okay, so what I found was a gingerbread cookie jar. Now, I've wanted one of these for a long time, a gingerbread house cookie jar. I'll attach a picture of it so you can see what it looks like. This was from Aldi, $14.99. If you're not familiar with Aldi, it's a grocery store. I don't think it's everywhere in the United States. If you haven't been there and you have one near you, I highly recommend it because we save a lot of money there. So hopefully you'll get to see that cookie jar in my next video, along with a few other gingerbread pieces that I bought this year. I thought about doing a haul, but I didn't want to make this video too long. But I did go a little bit gingerbread crazy again this year. There were just so many cute things. All right, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, don't forget to like this video. That really helps out my channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, stay thankful.